we can't go back and change anything.
Correct.
We could just simply try to be better and move forward.
If the sky is pink and white, if the ground is black and yellow, it's the same way you showed me.
Yeah, you could spiral,
Or
you could use it as fuel to the fire and motivate yourself to do different things.
It's the same way you showed me. If you could fly, then you'd feel south. Up north's getting cold soon.
Morning, guys, and we're back with another episode of the Check-In podcast on Geeks.
I'm host.
All right, and today we are on our way up to the Bamboo Cathedral.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long journey, but we're outside, we're here, doing something a bit different today. So, as discussed before, we try to focus on physical health. It helps with mental health. So, we're outside here today.
All right, and today we're talking about heartbreak. We're talking a little bit about heartbreak with men, what we go through during the heartbreak afterwards, after a relationship ends, and things we could do to, kind of feel better and work our way back to ourselves.
Correct. We're gonna touch on motivation and accountability as well.
All right, guys, so stay tuned. And I'm out. It'll take about 10 years to reach up.
For sure.
Alright, guys, so take a little stop. We have a long way to go again. So we're gonna start with the topic of heartbreak. I think who's gonna go first?
Right. So, heartbreak, something that everybody had to deal with at some point in their life. What you want to think about is, if you have experienced it already, how it made you feel at that point in time, the kind of emotions that you would have been going through, what was playing in your head. So for me, I've had my heart broken already, right? Surprisingly enough. But at that point, I would have felt hurt. Then I would have felt, sad, going through the sorrow, emotion, stuff like that. And then after a while, I would have ride that wave, and then it might have turned to anger and resentment. That's the dangerous part of heartbreak, because you feel like you're losing yourself. You're not too sure how to act, how to interact with anybody going forward. You just want to be in your own space. All right, what you want to think about is what comes after that, what you could do to try to get yourself out of that rut, whether it be pick up yourself and go out, whether it be falling into a hobby, whether it be talking to somebody that you could confide in, staying active, or whatever works for you. All right, for me, it would be picking up and going, being active, being busy, trying to take your mind off of things, listening to positive things, whether it be music, podcasts, watching funny videos, a movie, going out with friends, just trying to lift the spirit, But that's basically what I would have done to get out of that situation that I was in. What about you, Keeks? What do you say?
Yeah, so heartbreak for me, well, I recently came out of something a while ago, and it's been a big struggle for me. A lot of, I think as a man, as we love a woman, and we truly love a woman, we come out of something, start to think about, all the stuff we could have changed,
Right.
all the things we should have said, For me personally, that's what I've been doing and thinking about. A lot of guilt too, and we can't go back and change anything. We could just simply try to be better and move forward. But it's rough. It's really rough for a man, and I think last year I really threw myself into the working out and these posting of these videos and things like that, stuff I don't normally do. Stepping out of my comfort zone, and it has definitely helped a lot. It's not easy at all. It's still a struggle each day, but we still have to push forward. Whether or not we feel happy, sad, whatever it might be, just have to stay focused and keep going. And I can't speak on women and what is the process of them and what they do and things like that. But so men, I find it especially hard, really, really hard, because she's like we are kind of flying ourselves all over.
That having that outlet kind of limited. So yeah.
But yeah. But I enjoying the journey. You know, I still think about things every single day and try to, you know, still figure out what could I do better, what could have, you know, but you know, that's life. You gotta keep moving.
And keep moving. Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah. So that's basically it. And like I said, gym has been a great help for me. And just train myself into my work and into my craft and just try to be better, you know, and everything that I do emotionally, physically, mentally. So that's the most we could do right now.
Yeah, focus on progress and keep it pushing.
All right.
You see us at the next stop.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we made it, guys. We made it to the top.
We had the top.
What?
Finally make it.
It's actually my first time coming to the top here, so it was tough. It was tough. I wouldn't mind doing it again.
We had to push each other a little bit because I came up, but it's been a while, so I'm like I start fresh. Pause. Sorry, no Diddy.
Yeah. So, you know, branching out from the topic of heartbreak with men and stuff like that, you know, from the heartbreak comes a lot of motivation. It had two parts you can go down.
Yeah. You could spiral,
You can spiral,
or you could use it as fuel to the fire and motivate yourself to do different things, you know, come out on
that little slump here.
it was in, you know what I mean? And you could try to push forward, you know. That's where you would see men really try to turn the life around, who would start eating better, exercising, focusing on personal growth, whether it be business, whether it be work, whatever it may be. They would really start to dive into it and progress.
Yeah, I get your shit again.
Yeah. But with that, it's not easy all the time to do it by yourself. So sometimes you might need that push, you might need motivation.
For sure.
Not all the time you can motivate yourself. You may have to lean on others to get that little push that you're looking for. And that's where it's how to know your circle, know the people that you have around you, and the people that you can confide in, because those would be the ones who would really say, well, you know, hosts or gigs. You know, I see you're going through something, but I want you to know that it's not going to last forever. Try to pick up yourself. If you can't do it alone, I'm here with you. Let's pick up and do something, you know, get out and just get busy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Motivation, something for me, sometimes motivation can only take me so far. Like, so it'll be a great fuel, like, that's what's been fueling me for the past year and something now. It's been going, but you see, discipline is always, will always outgo motivation, you know? Once you have that strict discipline, you get up in the morning, whatever your routine might be, once you stick to that discipline, sometimes you don't even need the motivation, you know?
Correct.
So,
Because, go ahead.
no, I just go and say, wherever it might be, always try to incorporate discipline into whatever it is that you do, you know? Nothing wrong with motivation, but sometimes that motivation don't be there.
Last, that's what exactly I was about to say. Sometimes you might wake up and the day before you're feeling motivated, you know, you got out of bed, you got everything that you needed to do done. Then the next day you wake up and it's like, nah, I ain't feeling to do shit today. And that is where, same thing you're saying, the discipline comes in, because you had to do what you need to do regardless of how you feel.
Yeah.
So you just had to get up and keep pushing. No matter how you feel, just get up and keep pushing. And I'm not saying burn out yourself.
All right.
You know, you could take a minute and catch yourself. You don't want to kill out yourself, but you had to try to keep that regime going, you know, stay disciplined, stay consistent, you know, because motivation doesn't be there all the time. But it is a very helpful factor in moving forward.
Yeah, that's true. So, all right, guys, just stay motivated, stay disciplined, and you know, you'll be all right.
Stop being a bitch ass, man.
Yeah, try to do positive things, man. Everything will be all right. It might feel like that right now, because definitely, you know, I tell you, I'm going through some heavy things right now, and feeling it, and I'm trying to, the motivation not there. Maybe of course. Sometimes the motivation not there, bro. You know, it doesn't be there because it's be sulking, it's be sad, it's be depressed.
Man, that's being the feelings too. It's alright, it's okay to say it, you know. It is a safe space, man, that's being the feelings too.
Yeah, all them things I'm feeling right now, but at the end of the day, I'm just trying to stick with my routine and stick with what I've been doing for the past several months or whatever, and you know, continue, and hopefully, you know, I'll come through to the next side, bright side of that tunnel, you know.
Correct.
All right.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Alright guys, so we're done. We're actually back home here now, so
Yeah, finished for the day. That was eventful. It was a nice change in scenery.
it was challenging but worth it, yeah.
Yeah, it was really worth it. It was a nice journey to the top. You get to, discuss a few things, get some shit out in the open, and just work on health and mental.
Yeah, I think I need to talk about that. I need to talk about things because I specifically that topic, that had big topic, and moving on and motivation, because I feel like I was gonna explode.
Yeah. Pause.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I feel like my brain was gonna explode, but I just want to leave you with a positive message. Just stay strong, keep focused, stick to your habits, get your routine down, and give everything time. Time heals everything, hopefully.
Time and action. You gotta keep moving, you gotta keep busy, you gotta keep working on yourself. As Keeks what I mentioned earlier, you gotta stay disciplined. That would take you a long way, doing everything that you want to accomplish, and in doing so you would realize that with time you're doing better mentally.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even realize when it happened with it. Just one day I might wake up and realize that, hey, I'm feeling better, I'm looking better, and everything just going in a positive direction. So that is what you have to focus on. You have to keep yourself accountable as well. If it is, you say you want to do something, get up and do it. Regardless of how you feel, get up and do it. If you feel like you can't keep yourself accountable all the time, lean on somebody that you could, and they will push you, So
Yeah, that's true.
stay positive, stay active, stay busy, stay healthy.
Man, get yourself some grace, because all of us don't have the answers. We all trying to figure it out as we go, and all of us just living each day one day at a time,
That's the most you can do.
Alright, so to the next one, everybody take care.
We out.
We out.